Thank you for participating in the 2022 Genetic Counseling Virtual Career Fair, hosted by the Western States Regional Genetics Network. The purpose of this video is to provide some orientation for your participation. Participants who have registered for the fair will receive a link by email with the URL for the fair. This will first lead them to a welcome page, which will bring them to the Navigation Tips page. The Navigation Tips page provides general information about navigating the site, including going to the schedules that some programs provided. Once they have scrolled through and read the information on the Navigation Tips page, they can enter the career fair lobby by clicking on this bottom button. They can also skip the Navigation Tips page by clicking on the button at the top of the page. When you are on the career fair lobby page, clicking Training Program Profiles and Information will lead to profile pages for each program with information about the programs. Clicking on the Genetic Counseling resources will lead to general information and a list of resources about the profession. The live help desk will be staffed for all live hours of the fair. The help desk is available for programs as well as student participants. If you have any technical issues, please click here to talk to someone who can assist you. You can go back to Tips on Navigating the Fair by clicking on the Tips for Navigating the Fair underneath the help desk. When you are ready to enter the fair, please click Enter the Fair above the lobby desk. When participants enter the fair, they will see a list of national participating genetic counseling organizations at the top of the page and the Help Desk button. They can click on the organization to visit their Zoom room. They will also see a map of the United States broken down by region and Canada. The participant can click on the region, and that will bring up the page with all the genetic counseling training programs within that region. To enter the program Zoom room, click on logo of the program or the name of the program. To find out more information about the program, you can click on the program information. This year, we have embedded the passcode into the links for the programs, so a passcode should not be needed. Just in case, we have made a backup and assigned the passcode Let Me In for all rooms. LETMEIN is the passcode for all rooms, just in case the embedded links don't work. The program's designated primary and secondary contacts for the career fair should have received the email with your career fair Zoom room login information and instructions on how to log in on the days of the career fair. Please test that you can log into your Zoom account in advance of the career fair to make sure there are no issues. A new security feature in Zoom is requiring a second factor authentication if it thinks your login is suspicious. We have provided information in an email so that you can log into the email associated with your Zoom account to retrieve this code if it is required by Zoom. It is important to test your Zoom login on the computer you'll be using on the day of the career fair. We have some people who test on one computer and use a different one, for example, home versus work on the day of the event. Sometimes this causes problems because your work computer may have additional security measures when using Zoom. Before the career fair day, you can set up a custom Zoom background, for example with the logo of your institution. If you are not familiar with setting up custom virtual backgrounds in Zoom, please visit their website for a quick and easy tutorial. On the day of the fair, it is important that you remember to log into your career fair Zoom account assigned to you and not your personal or organizational Zoom room. Other people staffing your Zoom room can go to the career fair by going to the link provided in the email we sent to the primary and secondary contacts in the program. They do not need to use the Zoom link. Remember to transfer hosting to someone else in your room if the person who signs in is leaving the room. You can also assign co-hosts after you sign in. Hosts and co-hosts control the functions in the room, so it's important to have the roles assigned. What happens while you're in your Zoom room? We expect that a number of prospective students will be popping in and out of various rooms during the fair. How you choose to run your booth is entirely up to you. You will have the ability to create breakout rooms so that you can have private conversations with individual students. Just click on Breakout Rooms and assign the student and one of your staff or volunteers into the breakout room. Some programs may choose to create a few PowerPoint slides containing information about their programs that will be cycling through automatically for the duration of the fair. You can do this by sharing your screen through Zoom to display whatever videos or presentations you'd like. We recommend that you have important links readily available to share in the chat with participants. There are likely to be frequently asked questions such as prerequisites or financial aid at your institution. We have also developed a SurveyMonkey survey that you can put the link in your chat so that students can request more information from your program. At the end of the career fair, we will gather all the questions for your program and send them to you. As the administrator of your own Zoom room, you have the control over any participant that joins. If you click Participants, you'll see a list of participants who are in the room. You can choose to do things like mute a participant. You can also choose to kick a participant out of your room if they're being disruptive. We have set the controls so that once you kick a participant out of your room, they will not be able to come back in. What happens when your exhibit room is not staffed? It's up to you to decide what to do when your exhibit room is not staffed. If you are not logged into your Zoom room as an administrator and close it during these times, participants will be able to visit your program profile page. If you are running a slide or entire slideshow with no one manning the exhibit room, please make sure your computer is set to not have the computer and monitor turn off automatically. Also, make sure your computer is plugged into a power source to be safe. We recommend that you visit your Zoom room before the fair to test out virtual backgrounds and play around with the features and breakout rooms so that everything runs smoothly as possible on the day of the career fair. Thanks again for participating, and we look forward to this year's fair. Please let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.